Welcome to a Milton Keynes Channel 40 special, where we're going to take a look at the world of sport. And one of the most loved sports in England is bowls, which has been badly affected by the coronavirus and the lockdown. We're going to take a view of Newport Pagnell Bowls Club and meet Richard Potton, the captain, and find out how they've been affected, but most importantly, what they're doing in order to break the lockdown and get back to business. Hi, Richard. Welcome to Milton Keynes Channel 40. Great to have you on board. Obviously, people may know a little bit about bowls, but can you tell us a bit about your club and what the setup is like there?
Well, hello, John, and thank you for inviting me on the programme. We're Newport Pagnell Bowls Club. We're right in the centre of Newport Pagnell.
Mm-hmm.
We have a membership of over 120.
Yeah.
60 odd percent of that would be people over the age of 70.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very friendly club. We play a lot of friendlies and a lot of competitions. The last 2 years, we've won 2 trophies, which is quite a record in our world of bowls. So we're doing quite well.
Mm-hmm.
And we're hoping for another successful season when we start again.
So everything was looking rosy and up until the beginning of March. What happened to the club? And obviously I realise you'll have been shut down, but what's been the implications for you?
Well, lots of plans were being made. We've been on an extensive rebuilding programme of redecorating, rebuilding lots of places at our club, new flooring and everything, new kitchen, toilets. But now that's all gone on hold till September, unfortunately, with what's gone on. Because if you can't play games, you don't get money coming into your club.
Mm, mm. And what does the outlook look like? When do you think you might be able to ease the lockdown and actually start playing games again?
Well, listening to the Prime Minister yesterday, I do believe by the middle of July, we will be back playing again.
And do you think you'll have some form of celebration with a bit of safe distancing incorporated?
There'll be a big celebration, a few tears I expect from quite a few people, as they're all missing it quite terribly.
Now, the membership, the constituency, I take it that a lot of people are over 70. Do you think that you're going to struggle to actually get them back playing again because of safety? You know, they're obviously all looking after their own health risks at the moment.
I do believe most of the over 70s might not play for the rest of the season and leave it till the beginning of next season.
Yeah. So what about plans to try and recruit new members? Have you had any interest from any groups around Milton Keynes that could be part of a new intake?
Well, we're always advertising about our club on Facebook, on our own website, which we've got. And we're always asking people to come down and learn the game of bowls, because bowls can be played from a young, tender age of 8 right up until 90.
Hmm.
And we do have some grandparents and grandchildren that play together, and it's lovely to watch.
Yeah. And I think one of the things that we've got is a big situation in terms of the mental impacts of lockdown. They're quite severe on a lot of people and causing a lot of stress. Do you think bowls has a recipe to try to help people de-stress, and exactly what, in your experience, is the benefit for people playing? What's it feel like when you're playing bowls?
Playing bowls, you forget about everything else. You go out onto a green in a lovely environment. It can be quite competitive at times, but that all goes to the good, and it's making you alert to things all the time.
Mm.
You enjoy the game, you enjoy people's company, talking to them who you've never met before, and it's always played in a good spirit.
Mm. And with the community around you, Are there any plans to try and help the charities, maybe with some special games when lockdown ends, and try and involve that new intake of people?
Well, we have been talking about playing a few special games against all the top clubs in the county, but we've got to get their permission to come over to us and try and get people to sponsor a game, so we could put to the NHS if possible.
I think that you're part of the solution, Richard. I think we might be interested, when we get freed up from lockdown, to send a camera down and show people just how the game works and the pleasure that you guys are getting. And that's an offer I'll make to you for free when you're ready.
Whenever you want, we would only be too welcome. And just to bring something else up, remember, at Newport, we're a very go-ahead club, and we started an academy last year, and we've got players from the age of 8 right up until 24, and we coach them religiously every week. We have a dedicated coaching staff for them, and even the older members of our club, they get coached every week if they need or they want it, and it's just a great leveler.
Yeah.
You know, you enjoy people's company, you talk about things all the time. And I know we won't be able to do it, but after a game, we'll normally all sit down and have a meal together.
Yeah.
That won't happen, I don't think, this season at all.
Yeah.
But we have a drink together, and it's just a lovely atmosphere. And people, once they've sampled it, they end up coming back and doing it more and more and more and more.
Yeah, it sounds like it's more than just a game. It's an extended family by the sound of things.
They are your family. Yeah. I mean, lots of people have lost their partners. They come down and they make complete new friends of everyone.
Yeah.
And you can see that. You can see it.
And I would imagine that during the coronavirus pandemic, that you've been a kind of hidden service, providing counselling and support to people, through telephone calls and using video calls like this. Is that true?
Not me personally with the video calls, because I'm no good at it. But I have rung quite a few members just to make sure they're okay. Popped around and done a bit of social distancing to a couple of the members just to make sure they was all right.
Brilliant. So what about just getting on board then? I believe that you, although you claim not to be too hot on the technology, you're doing very well on Facebook. Is that one of the best places to get connected and start asking questions and get invited to?
Anyone can get hold of us on Facebook. We have our own dedicated website as well.
Right.
They could go through the Buckingham Bowls Association. That will put us straight through to the club.
Yeah.
There's lots of ways. We're in the phone book. You can ring us. There's lots of ways you can get in touch with us, and we're always there to talk to people and encourage them to come down and learn how to play bowls. And
just as a bit of a shout out, are there many other bowls clubs dotted around Milton Keynes that you do have some sort of synergies with?
Well, we talk to all the bowls clubs in Milton Keynes. I think there's 15 to 17 clubs, I do believe.
Wow.
And we're all talking to one another because we're all in the same situation.
Yeah.
You know, we're all losing funds and we want to get back as quick as possible.
Yeah, yeah. Well, look, Richard, I wish you all the very best. Nobody knows how long this miserable situation is going, but you're doing such a fantastic job in keeping everything in place. So from everybody, we're all a voluntary team ourselves, but we hope that one day we'll come along and have a lesson from you. And
we've got lots of coaches that will come down and teach you how to play properly.
Brilliant. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, and we look forward to seeing you soon.
Brilliant. Okay, that's great. So if you've any interest at all, please register it with Richard Potton. We've got the Facebook group, which will be linked to this video when you see it on our Facebook channel. And we wish them all the best to try and get some play during 2020, and of course try and recover well throughout the rest of the decade. And that's all from us at Milton Keynes Channel 40. Have a good day and speak to you soon. Bye.